Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatam vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So yes, we are discussing a very, very wonderful scripture, the life manual of humanity, that is Bhagavad Gita. And we dedicate this presentation to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, because of whom today all of us from different parts of the world are coming together to discuss this wonderful scripture. If this scripture, this Bhagavad Gita, if it was not translated to different languages, especially English, then I don't think it would have been possible for all of us to discuss the intricacies, the secrets of Bhagavad Gita. We pay our repeated obeisances. So yesterday was the Teacher's Day. So we pay our repeated obeisances to our eternal teacher, our Shiksha Guru, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And taking his blessings, we move forward to take the first step of self-realization in our life to understand what is our real identity. Before that, I'm opening the chat box. I want you all to post here whatever you remember from the past sessions. I'll be very happy to see all of you all very nicely talking about the different aspects of last few sessions. So I request all of you all to do that. The chat is open for everyone. Please go ahead. I see someone, Divyansh Panda, typing K all the time. You cannot do that. You'll be removed from the Zoom. Yes, please go ahead, everyone. Okay, I see so many comments. Okay, in the background, so here in ISKCON Whitefield, Aarti is going on, so you'll be hearing Kartal and bell sound. So now please bear with us. Okay, so I see that most of you are talking about the 4 needs of human beings. Yes, we covered the 4 needs of human beings in the first session: physical need, psychological need, emotional need, and spiritual need. Today we're going to revisit this, and we're going to discuss more about this in the last slide. And then we also discussed, as I see many of you are posting about the mantra meditation. Yes, in every session we are seeing mantra meditation. We also, a few of you have posted about the diplomacy of Duryodhanite failed terribly. And what worked for the Pandavas were the victory signs. And we discussed in detail about the victory signs. What are those? Can we have the victory signs? Can all of you all post the victory signs here, please? The 4 victory signs. First one, holy place. Yes, Dharma Kshetra. Second one, Krishna, correct. Third, yes, fortune. Fourth, fourth, Hanuman, yes. And then we said we have to translate this to our life. How do we translate? First, holy place, create the holy place. Second, so create the holy place in the house by doing what? Regular worship, cleanliness, and chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Amazing, amazing. And then what was the second one that we discussed? Whom should we worship? Should we have Duryodhana mentality or should we have Arjuna mentality? So whom are we supposed to worship? Only Lakshmi? Okay, someone has given a paragraph. Thank you. So yes, we have to worship both Narayan and Narayani. Duryodhana chose Narayani and Arjuna chose Narayan. Automatically Narayani also came. And the third thing was about the good company that most of you have already posted. This is what we discussed in the last session. And yes, the most important shloka that we discussed last time, the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhotir, Dhruva Neter Mater Mama. So these are the four important things which automatically manifest wherever there is Krishna and wherever there is Arjuna. That place, all these four will manifest. What are those? First, opulence, extraordinary power. And what else? Opulence, extraordinary power. Victory, yes, correct, victory. Fourth, which one? Victory and morality. Correct, morality. So these are the four things which will manifest in that particular place wherever Krishna and Arjuna are present. And we said we have to invite Krishna in our house. How? Or invite in our life by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And we strengthen the Arjuna within by following the principles of Bhagavad Gita. And the most important thing, being in touch or coming in the association of devote time and again, week after week. That satsang, this online satsang will actually help us to be more motivated. Okay, thank you very much. I'm closing the chat box here. It's really nice to have all of y'all posting all your remembrance and whatever you remembered, you posted here. That's really amazing, really nice. Let's move ahead and discuss the very, very important topic for today about the aspect of the first step of self-realization. Okay, let's move ahead and discuss what are the causes of suffering. Now, to be very frank, now this entire session easily should take 3 hours to complete. I can rush through and complete in 1 hour 15 minutes also, but then it will be an injustice on the part of all the sincere to all the sincere people who are coming. So I don't want to do that injustice. So what I'm doing is, today we'll be discussing the first point, that is attachment to temporary things, and the next two, which are their attitude of comparison and committing wrong acts. So these two we will take on next Sunday. So today is the part 1 of session 3, and next Sunday we'll have part 2 of the session 3, so that we do justice to the topic that we're taking now. So these are the causes of suffering. First, attachment. Second, attitude of comparison. And third, committing wrong acts. Now let me take you all through the first one, cause of suffering, that is attachment. Very, very amazing pic that you can see on your screen. So you see how the money is entering your wallet and it's coming out. Let me explain what is this. Let me give you a scenario and try to help you to understand that how attachment actually creates suffering. Okay, so I, Kartikeya Das, I suppose I come to your place and I give you 10 lakh rupees. In this COVID, you're sitting at home, you did nothing, but still I'm coming and giving you 10 lakh rupees, and I say that, okay, I can see Manoj MK. So I come to Manoj MK's home and then I give him 10 lakh rupees and I say that, Manoj, please take care of this. I'm going out and after 6 months I'll be coming to India. So please take care of it, and once I come, I'll take it from you. So Manoj, I'm not going to give, I'm just I'm just giving an example. So after 6 months, when I come back to India, I go to Manoj's home and I say, Manoj, give me 10 lakh rupees, which I gave you. So Manoj will go to his cupboard, open the safe, and remove the 10 lakh cash and then give it to me. Now, in this case, will Manoj feel bad? 10 lakh rupees was there in the safe, and now it is not there. First day it was there, next day it is not there. Will he feel bad about it? Think about it. Next, case 2. Manoj took a lottery ticket, and since he's chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, so he took a lottery ticket and Goddess of Fortune came. So he got a lottery, 10 lakh rupees. 10 lakh rupees was the lottery amount, and he got 10 lakh rupees. He kept in the same safe where he kept my 10 lakh rupees. So the 10 lakh rupees is kept in the safe. And that particular night, someone got to know, some thief got to know, and the 10 lakh rupees was stolen at night. Next day morning, Manoj opens the safe and he sees 10 lakh rupees is missing. Case 1, Manoj gave it just like that. The safe was empty. Case 2, also the safe is empty. The cupboard is empty. 10 lakh rupees is missing. But tell me, in first case, he didn't feel bad. Second case, why he started feeling bad? Why? Here comes the concept of attachment. In the first case, he very well knew it's not mine. It's not mine. But in second case, he thought it's mine. It's mine. And then it was stolen. So much of anxiety, so much of suffering, police complaint, this and that, and so many things, isn't it? Another simple example, all of us might be staying in metropolitan cities. So suppose of the COVID situation I'm talking about. So your driver is taking your car and say, all of you have a Mercedes Benz. And your driving the car. You're looking from the terrace of your building. So your car, the driver got your car, and the car was coming there. A rash bike rider, he came from the other side, and then he scratched the car, and then he went to the other side. And from the top, you're looking, and then, isn't it? Maybe a heart attack at that time. But then case 2, a car is going, it's not your car, say it's a Lamborghini car that is going, and then some bike rider comes and then, he just scratches the car. And you're okay with it. You just say, oh, so bad, this shouldn't have happened. But you don't take it to your heart. This is called as attachment. When we are attached to something and something happens to that, automatically the person gets into a cycle of suffering. Literally, he suffers very, very badly. Feels a very great pain in the heart. And this is the discussion that we're entering into, a very important discussion, which Krishna also talks to Arjuna. Because we see that Arjuna's question was this. Arjuna was asking Krishna that how can I punish my own family members? If you remember, I discussed 4 reasons that Arjuna gave for not fighting. First, he said, how can I kill my own kinsmen? Second, he said, even if I win the kingdom, I'll not be able to enjoy without them. Third, he said, if we kill them, then sins will overcome us. And fourth reason that he gave in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita is that if all the pious ones are killed, then who will carry on the family traditions in the family? So this was the first reason that Arjuna gave, and Krishna speaks to help Arjuna to clear the doubt and help him to fight against adharma. And here Krishna actually takes us into the second chapter, and he starts speaking in the second chapter. And the way to deal with this particular aspect of attachment, Krishna speaks about 2 important points. First, he speaks about understanding what is temporary. And second, he speaks about acting on the platform of permanent aspect. So these are the 2 points that Krishna is speaking in the second chapter, and this takes us to a very, very important concept of body and soul. It's not a very great thing in India. Everyone knows that we are Atma, we are not this Deha. Everyone knows. But then today what we're going to do is, today we're going to see Shastrically, what does Shastra say? Logically, what our logic and common sense says. And third, what does science say? So all these three, from these three angles, we're going to analyze and literally break our head to understand why we are spirit, soul, and not the body. Before that, I have a poll for all of you all. This is the question. Attachment. Is attachment wrong? Here I'm launching the poll. Exactly, you get 30 seconds to answer because it's a long session and we cannot spend much time here. I'm launching the poll here. Please go ahead and please answer this. Is attachment wrong? Everyone. The three options are there. Yes, absolutely wrong. Second option is no. How can we live without attachment? And third option is maybe. Yes, I want everyone to answer. Please go ahead. Out of 637 people till now, 450 have answered. Please go ahead. Everyone should answer. Okay, I end the poll here. 30 seconds are done. And these are the results. So very clear, the results are, so the result says 85 people say, yes, absolutely wrong. 234 people are saying, no, how can we live without attachment? And 173 people are like a bit confused. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, so let's understand this very important aspect about attachment. Yes, no, this is very true that without attachment, how can we prosper? How can we prosper in any domain? How is it possible to prosper in any domain? And how can I live, or how can we live without any attachment? Is it possible? So the answer to this is yes, attachment to temporary things is the cause of suffering, not just attachment. Please remember, attachment to temporary things is the cause of suffering. Now let me give you a case study to understand this. Suppose you're traveling in a train or a bus, and then in a crowded train or a crowded bus, somehow you got a seat to sit. You're very happy that to a window seat. You're sitting at the window seat. And then you spend some 2-3 hours in that particular train or bus, and then your destination came, and then you got down from that bus or a train. Now, after you get down from that particular vehicle, you start thinking, oh, what would have happened to that seat? Who might have sat on that seat? Oh, will that person not dirty the seat? Will he take care of that seat? Oh, who is sitting besides that person? Who is sitting in front? Who is sitting back? Oh, what will happen to that seat? Does that really matter? But what if a person starts thinking like this? Don't you think how much pain and suffering the person will go through? This is the point that I'm trying to make. All the temporary things which are in our life, when we actually cling on to it, when we hold it tightly, and this world is called as Ashashvatam, one or the other day it will leave us. And when it leaves us, and when we are holding on to it very tightly, and it is taken away from us, when it leaves us, what happens is there's a pain and suffering that creeps in our life without our notice, because of the attachment that we have for those temporary things and the thought process that is still lingering around that temporary thing which we have lost. So now the point is, what are we supposed to do? How can we overcome this attachments that we have? And if you properly analyze, this attachment is to this body. We say I'm an Indian. Why do we say I'm an Indian? Because I have taken birth in India. If we would have taken birth in Pakistan, we would have said I'm a Pakistani. Maybe in the India-Pakistan match, we would have supported Pakistan if we would have taken birth in Pakistan. So when I say I'm an Indian, so that designation Indian has come because I've taken birth in India. When I say I have taken birth, what do I mean by that? And then when I say that these are my relatives, these are my things. So what am I talking about? Whom does these things belong to? All these questions will be answered when we get a clear idea of our identity. Who am I? Who am I is a question that we're going to answer in next 45 minutes to 50 minutes. So this is the first sloka that we are entering into. The first sloka from second chapter. Please chant after me. A very, very important shloka for the day. Please chant after me. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara prapter dhirastatra namuyate. So here, Krishna, in this particular shloka, very clearly is actually giving us what is our identity. What is he saying? He's saying the embodied soul continuously passes from boyhood to youth to old age, that is Kaumaram, Yauvanam, Jara, and at the time of death, Tatha Dehantara Praptis. At the time of death, what happens? Dehantara. The soul shifts to another body. But then how to understand this particular concept? How to understand that our body is changing? So science very clearly says, I'm sure all of us have learned this in our childhood, that a newborn baby has got 300 bones. But when that newborn baby, it starts growing, and when the person becomes an adult, the number of bones decrease to 206. Now physically itself we can see that how the body has changed. And science also says that lifespan of the cell that is there in the body, every cell that is there in our body, the lifespan of that is 7 to 10 years. So it will stay up to 7 to 10 years, and after that, the new cells are produced. So logically speaking, after every 7 to 10 years, our body is new. Our body is completely new. Now, to make you all understand this very important concept of how our body is changing, there's an activity. Let's do this activity. Everyone, please have your focus on the screen. Start naming the personalities. So start from right to left, and again right to left in the second row, third row, right to left. Let's start naming the personalities. The first one, oh sorry, I should say left to right. Yeah, left to right, left to right. Let's go like that. The first one on the left side is Mother Teresa. Second one is A.R. Rahman. Third, Albert Einstein. Second row, Nelson Mandela. Second, Roger Federer. Third, Steve Jobs. Yes. Then the third row, the left side, the first photo, Barack Obama. Yes. Second, who is she? Oprah Winfrey. And the third photo and the last photo, that is Queen Elizabeth. Now, I'm going to display their childhood photos. Okay? Everyone, make sure you have your mobile or laptop, whatever you're using, because there'll be polls and you have to answer. I'm going to display the childhood photos of some personalities. Out of this, some personalities' childhood photos I'm going to display. And then in the poll, you have to tell that which person's childhood photos these are. Here we go. So in the first row, I've displayed the childhood photo. Please see the photos very clearly, everyone. And here is the poll. So here is the poll in front of you. I'm launching the poll, just 30 seconds, not more than that. Please answer the question. Whose childhood photos are these? Whose childhood photos are these? Please go ahead fast. Whose childhood photos are these? All the 650 people who have assembled today, I want all of you all to please answer this. Whose childhood photos are these? Please go ahead. Last 10 seconds. Everyone, fast. Okay, 30 seconds done. I end the poll here. And see the varied answers that we have got. Here are the results. So Mother Teresa, 74 people say it's Mother Teresa. And then 93 people say that it's Queen Elizabeth. And 98 people are saying Albert Einstein. And all the others are actually telling about various people. Some are saying it's A.R. Rahman, Nelson Mandela, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'll tell the answer later. One more poll. So now, who is this personality? See the photo very clearly. Please see the photo, everyone. And here we go with the second poll. Here we go with the second poll, everyone. You can see, okay, the photos are visible. Tell me who is this person? Whose childhood photos are these? I'm launching the poll, 30 seconds to answer. Please go ahead, everyone. Yes, please go ahead, everyone. Last 20 seconds to go. All 650 plus people who have assembled, I want everyone to answer. Please, go ahead. Okay, last 5 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds done. I'm ending the poll. And here are the results. So 103 people are saying Mother Teresa. There are few who are saying others. And there are 349 people who are saying Queen Elizabeth. Okay, we'll see the answer. And I'm going to display their original photo also. Now, the third photo that I'm going to display. Who is this personality? Everyone, please see the photos. The last row, the third row photos, please see these. And now, let me take the poll. Pick one, row 3. 30 seconds, please go ahead, everyone, fast. Who is this person? Who is this person? Is it A.R. Rahman? Is it Mother Teresa? Is it Albert Einstein? 20 seconds. Please go ahead. Yes. Last 10 seconds to go. Miss all 660 people who are assembled, please go ahead. Please answer the question. Okay, 30 seconds done. I end the poll here. And these are the results. So there are people who are saying that, no, 111 people are saying it's Steve Jobs. And 30 people are saying it's Albert Einstein. And 290 people are saying it's Roger Federer. Okay, let's see what's the result. I'm displaying the photos, the original photos of these personalities. So here we go. And he is Albert Einstein. So all the ones who answered this, congratulations. And the next one is Queen Elizabeth. And the next one is Roger Federer. One more time, we'll do this because there are other personalities also. Again, we have 3 polls and I'm going to display 3 rows of photos. Please go ahead. This is the first row. Who is this personality? Hope you're able to see the photos. And here I'm launching the next poll. Please tell me who this personality is. Please go ahead. 30 seconds to go. Everyone. So various options are there. Mother Teresa, A.R. Rahman, Albert Einstein, Nelson Mandela, Roger Federer, Steve Jobs, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, and Queen Elizabeth. Who are they? Who is this personality? Who is this personality? Last 10 seconds. 500 plus people have answered this. And 30 seconds done. I am ending the poll here. These are the results. Okay. So 59 people are saying it's Barack Obama. And 436 people are saying it's Nelson Mandela. Okay, it looks like it was a easy guess maybe. Okay, let me display the next set of photos. Tell me who this personality is. Looks like, pretty simple. I think with the face itself, you can make out who this personality is, hopefully. Please go ahead. I'm launching the poll. Please tell who this personality is. Okay. Is it Mother Teresa, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, Queen Elizabeth? Who this personality is? Last 20 seconds to go. This activity might seem trivial, but it's going to help us to arrive at a very profound conclusion. So 510 plus people have answered this question. I'm ending the poll here, 30 seconds done, and these are the results. of the poll, and we have Mother Teresa. 427 people are saying Mother Teresa, but still we have 58 people saying Oprah Winfrey and 15 people saying Queen Elizabeth, and so many others saying so many other things. Okay, let's move on to the next photo. The last one for the day. Who is this personality? Please look at the photos, everyone, and please tell who this personality is. The last poll of this activity, and we'll be ending this activity now. I'm launching the poll. I want all of you. There are 656 people present. Please answer. Please go ahead. The ones who are there on YouTube, I cannot help because this is on Zoom that is going on. So better you join on Zoom to have this nice fun activities. Yes, please go ahead. The last poll that we have, and the 20 seconds to go. Steve Jobs, Roger Federer, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, A.R. Rahman. Who is it? Albert Einstein. 515 plus people have answered, and 30 seconds done. I'm ending the poll here. Thank you very much. And here is the result of the poll. So we see that 413 people say it's Barack Obama. Okay. And then still 60 people are saying it's Steve Jobs and Oprah Winfrey. 19 people are saying it's Oprah Winfrey. Okay. Let me display the original photos. I mean the current photos. So the ones who said Nelson Mandela, they're correct. And the ones who said it's Queen Elizabeth, oh, that's really nice. And finally, many people said it's Barack Obama. Congratulations to everyone. But then still I have a question to all of you all. Why is it that some people are confused, and then in the first slide at least I saw that there was a varied answers that were coming. Why? Very simple. You look at their childhood photos and look at their current photos, they will not have a lots of resemblance. In fact, we'll see that there's so much of change. Like for example, here let's observe the beautiful lady, the social reformer, Mother Teresa. Please look at her photos. You look at her childhood photo, how chubby and how bubbly she is, and then you look at her old age photo. Do you see any resemblance between the two? This is how we understand Bhagavad Gita practically. Krishna says, Dehi nosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara. What is Krishna saying? That the soul is transferred from one body to another. Sorry, the soul is transferred from boyhood. So here we are seeing the girlhood, boyhood to Dehi nosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam and jara. Boyhood to youthhood to old age. And we clearly see here the body has changed completely. There is no resemblance between the old age body and the young body. But still, in the young, when she was born, she was named as Mother Teresa. And even in the old age, or she was called as Teresa maybe, and in the old age also she's called as Teresa. Then if the entire body is changing, then my question to all of you all is, then what is that entity that is actually giving the identity to the body throughout the life? Throughout the life, she was called as Teresa. What is that? What is that identity that was there throughout her life? And here we come to a very important concept. Body is changing, but there is something inside the body that is constant. And what is that? Shastras say it is soul, it is Atma. And this is what is our real identity. Scriptures are very clear that we all are Atma. But now the question is, Atma hai. Now we're going to enter a very, very deep topic. Please hear carefully. Please don't get confused. So there are, how many bodies are there? This is the question. So we are Atma, and how many bodies we have? So the answer is this. We have got two bodies. One is called as subtle body, and other is called as gross body. So gross body is what you see. So this is the gross body that you're seeing. Whatever you see externally, that is gross body. Subtle body is something which we cannot see. And finally, there is a soul. So soul, subtle body, and then we have a gross body on it. Now let's see what is the Praman. Is this Kartikeya Das speaking something from nowhere? I have a Praman for that. Here is the Praman. Here is the proof from 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Gita, please chant the shloka after me. Bhumirapo nalo vayo Kammano buddhirevacha Ahankara iti yamme Bhinna prakritirashtada. So here Krishna is saying that earth, water, fire, air, ether, these five, and mind, intelligence, false ego, these eight are my separated energies, Krishna is saying. And now let's try to understand that these five and these three, what Krishna is talking about. Now, which body are they constituting? So which body they belong to? So gross body, it's very clear. Gross body is made up of earth, water, fire, air, ether. The body that you're seeing, the eyes, nose, hands, legs, everything that you're seeing, that's all made up of these five elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. And I always give this analogy of it's like a blazer that a person wears. It's like a blazer. You can see the blazer. And what is subtle body? Subtle body consists of three elements: mind, intelligence, and false ego. In Sanskrit, it is called as Sukshma Sharir. Subtle body is called as Shukshma Sharir, and the gross body is called as Thula Sharir. Now, what is this mind, intelligence, false ego? Many times people say, I've got uncontrolled thoughts in my mind, please help. And sometimes people say that, oh, I've got depression. So the depression is to the body, the gross body, or subtle body? Because, see, when a person is in depression, the body is healthy only. But the person says, I'm in depression. He holds his head. I'm in depression. Now the question is that when we say depression, when we say anxiety, when we say uncontrolled thoughts, but externally still the body remains the same. It's very healthy. So here, logically we understand that there is one more covering within. And what is that? That is called a subtle body. So we'll be discussing in detail about mind, intelligence, false ego in our future sessions, just to give you a glimpse of what is the job of mind, intelligence, and false ego. Mind works on the aspect of or the basis of likes and dislikes. Mind will always say, I like this. I don't like this. This is what mind's job is. Intelligence works on the basis of correct and incorrect. This is correct, this is incorrect. And how will we understand what is correct, what is incorrect? When we read Bhagavad Gita, our intelligence gets sharpened. I'm talking about the spiritual intelligence. I'm talking about the subtle body. I'm not talking about IQ. IQ is different. That is related to the brain. I'm talking about the intelligence part, which actually helps us to decide what is right, what is wrong. And when we read Shastra, when we attend such discourses, what happens is our intelligence is sharpened very nicely. And it becomes very sharp, and we'll be able to decide now what is correct and what is wrong. Can we relate what is mind and intelligence? I'll give you an example to understand. A diabetes patient who likes gulab jamun a lot. So gulab jamun is kept in front of him. And then the person, the diabetic person is saying, the mind is saying, you like it, go for it. कोई नहीं देख रहा, एक डाल ले मुंह में, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, डाल ले, go ahead. But the intelligence from within, intelligence is saying, no, it's not correct. Doctor has told if you eat more, you'll die. Don't. And the mind is saying, go ahead, you like it. These are the different voices from within. Many people say, I hear various voices from within. Whenever I want to make a decision, there are multiple voices. Look at Bhagavad Gita, it is answering all our questions. With time, you'll realize that how amazing scripture Bhagavad Gita is. At least I'm in love with Bhagavad Gita. That's the reason, I think this is almost multiple times I've given this session, maybe some 10th time or something I might be giving this session, but still, it gives me a lot of bliss when I speak about it. Why? Because it's so practical. Bhagavad Gita is so practical. We are not speaking any logical thing. Everyone, when someone makes a decision, always these voices are there from within. Do it, don't do, and things like that. Finally, you need a counselor. Then you go to a counselor to understand what should I do. Now, what is the job of a false ego? False ego now tells the person, you're not the spirit soul, you're the body. It makes us believe that we are body. Don't think much about it. Now we want to discuss in detail later. So these are the three things. Earth, water, fire, air, ether constitutes the gross body that you can see. And the subtle body, there's a body inside, which is made up of mind, intelligence, false ego. And within that is the spirit soul, the Atma. Now, the discussion is becoming more intense. let me take you to another very, very interesting topic and help you to understand the concept that we're discussing. So, yes, subtle body is like the washcoat within. Hmm? Now, what is the proof of existence of soul? Here is the answer. Here is the answer from Bhagavad Gita 7.5. PDF is circulated in the group, so I request you all to go through the PDF. So we have the Sanskrit shloka, translation is there, and also the purport, that is, explanation is there to that. It is taken from Bhagavad Gita as it is by C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So here we go. Please repeat after me. Apreyam itaspanyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yedam dharyate jagat. So here Krishna is telling that I have described my 8 separated energies, but these 8 separated energies are actually exploited or used by a higher energy. And here Krishna is talking about that superior energy which we are pointing to, that is spirit soul. So matter is always inferior and spirit is always superior. So Krishna is calling here the superior energy and he's pointing to the spirit soul, and the inferior energy that he's talking about the matter that we just discussed. Now let's put the soul and the gross body, subtle body, everything together and try to understand. This is a very amazing analogy from the Shastra. You look at how logical our Shastras are. It gives amazing analogy to understand every single concept. And now this is the most difficult concept for people to understand. The gross body, subtle body, and soul. But if you just understand this analogy, the chariot analogy, it will be very, very easy for you to accept the fact that we just discussed. Let me go ahead and explain what is this analogy all about. Please let your eyes be glued to this image. I'm going to explain this image now. So here in this image, you're seeing a chariot. So this chariot refers to the gross body. That is eyes, legs, nose, etc., which you can see. And this chariot has got 5 horses, and these 5 horses represents the 5 senses in the body. That is eyes, nose, ears, and then we have the sense of touch and mouth, the tongue. So five of them. The rope that you see in the chariot, that rope is mind. And the person who is holding the rope, that is intelligence. And the person who is sitting behind completely frightened, that is spirit soul. That is we who are sitting in the chariot. Now, what happens is, when the intelligence is not strong, when a person does not read scriptures, when a person does not attend such discourses, for him to control the mind is very, very difficult. So he's not able to control the mind. So what happens? The ropes go loose, and these 5 senses will take the person hither and thither, and finally, who is going to get the jerk in the chariot? Who is going to suffer? The soul who is sitting, he is going to suffer. So this is what we see. This entire concept that I just discussed is there in one picture, one pic. Hope you're clear about this. The entire chariot is our gross body with 5 horses representing our 5 senses. The rope is the mind, and the person who is holding the rope is the intelligence, and the person who is sitting behind in the chariot is the soul. And the false ego is actually telling the soul not to get down. This chariot is your body. No, you are this chariot. False ego is convincing the soul. Now let's get into deeper aspects of the body now, and then we'll come back to soul. Okay. So here we go. Krishna is saying a very, very important shloka. Vacha, what is that? Vasamsi Vaikunta, Vasamsi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya Navani Granati Naroparani Tatha Sharirani Vihaya Jirnani Anyani Samyati Navani Dehi. So Krishna here is telling that like we change the garments, when the cloth gets old, what do? We buy a new one, we put on new clothes, isn't it? Similarly, Krishna is saying that when the body gets old, the soul switches to a new body. Like the person, when the clothes get old, the person changes the cloth. Similarly, when the body gets old, the soul switches to the new body. And here we understand the soul is the main entity, and we are that spirit soul. And then again, Krishna is talking about. So here we understand the body changes, but the soul is not changing. This is the point that I want to make from the shloka. Another important shloka that we see on the screen is Antavanta ime deha nitya shoktah sharirinaha anashino prameyasya tasmad yuddhasva bharata. So here Krishna is telling that Antavanta ime deha, this body is going to be destroyed. He's talking about this body is going to be destroyed. Antavanta ime deha. This body is anyways going to be destroyed. So here Krishna is telling the second important quality of the body, that with time it is going to get destroyed. It is destructible basically. And finally, the third point which Krishna is making about the body is this, from 18th chapter, 61 shloka. Ishwara sarva bhutanam riddheshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantra rudhani maya. So Krishna here, he's calling this body as a yantra, as a vehicle. So three things Krishna told us till now. First, he told that the body changes. Like we change the cloth, body changes. Second, he told us in the previous shloka that the body is destructible. Antavanta ime deha. Body is destructible. After some time, the body will get destroyed. And third thing here is mentioning is about this body is like a vehicle. Like for example, look at the screen. A very nice analogy. Let's compare a human body with the car. So you look at the identical stuff. I'm going to tell you the parts of car and you tell me the parts of human body, equivalent parts of human body. First one, headlights. Okay, I open the chat here. Please go ahead and post in the chat. Okay, I'm not able to. Okay, it has come here. I'm opening the chat. You have to tell me the equivalence of the same. Okay. Okay, headlight. So everyone is saying Aish. Okay. And then the next one is horn. What about horn? Horn. Yes. What about horn? Okay, many people are saying mouth. We get irritated with the horn. We also get irritated with the mouth as well. Okay, the next one. So the next one is the radiator. The radiator that is there in the car. Radiator. What is that? Radiator. In our body, what is radiator? What does radiator do? Okay. Okay, now the correct answers are coming. Yes, heart. Yes. So car needs food. What does our body need? The car's food is fuel. And our body also needs food. You look at the similarities between the two. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for all your answers. Thank you very much. I would request the volunteer to close the chat box. So here you see, when it comes to this car and the human being, it's very clear. It's very clear, from this discussion. If car is there, car cannot move by itself, isn't it? A person should sit in the car. Obviously, I'm not talking about the automatic car or whatever. I'm talking about the normal car that is there in India. So when a person sits in the car, the driver will drive. So without a driver, car cannot move. Similarly, a very important point to note, this body is like a car. Just now we compared. This body is like a car and only the soul is present inside the body. So the soul is like the driver. So without the driver, the body cannot move. This is the point that I'm trying to make here. So look at these wonderful qualities that Krishna has described for all of us. I'm summarizing it here. So the body is destructible, changed just like we change the cloth, and just like a vehicle. It is just like a vehicle. So we cannot just ignore the body. We have to take care of the body because this body is used to do spiritual practices. So this body has to be taken care, right? Next one. Here now Krishna starts giving the qualities of soul. Now let's try to understand. Krishna says, Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dhati pavakaha, na chainam kledayantyapo, na shoshayati marutaha. He's saying the soul can never be cut into pieces by any weapon, then nor burned by fire, then nor moistened by water, nor withered by wind. So the soul is eternal. That's what Krishna is saying. In this particular shloka also, Krishna is saying that individual soul is unbreakable and insoluble. And it can never be burnt or dried. So these are the different qualities that he is giving. What are the qualities? Nityaha, everlasting. Sarvagataha, present everywhere. Sthanur, unchangeable. Achala, immovable. And finally says Sanatana, eternal. So exactly opposite qualities. What are the opposite qualities? So body was destructible, soul is indestructible. Hmm. And when it comes to the body, so the body is temporary. Yes, with time it's going to just mix into oblivion. It will not be able to see the body. But the soul is permanent. It does not change like body. The body changes. The soul is permanent. The soul does not change. And the body is like the vehicle, and the soul is the driver in the vehicle. So this is a very, very important point, which we have made here. Now, one important poll that I would like to take. Let me see if that poll is available. Okay, I've not created that, but then you can answer, just like that. So now we have got a body, and in that we have the spirit soul. Okay, and we are the spirit soul. So is it really required to take care of the body? Anyways, the body is temporary. Chodo yaar, why to take care of the body? What is the use of taking care of the body? Anyways, we're spirit soul. Spirit soul is eternal. Just now we heard it's permanent. So, anyways, nothing can happen to spirit soul. Then why are we supposed to take care of the body? Why should we take care of the body? This body is very, very important. This will actually help us to elevate on the higher platform of self-realization. So this body is very important. So all of us, we have to take care of this body very nicely. Whatever is needed to take care of the body, we have to take care. But understanding is we are spirit soul. So till now I gave you Shastric reference. Now let me take you to logic and common sense. Very, very simple to understand. See, when the person dies, let's consider when the person dies. How do we communicate the death of a person? All of us. How do we communicate? In English, we say a person called Michael has died. So we would say that Michael has passed away. Correct? And then in Hindi, we say wo chal base. And then in Kannada, we say aur tirhodru. Now I'm a Kannadiga, so this much I know. And then in Marathi, we say to gela. So like this, in various languages, I'm sure in Telugu there'll be something, Tamil there'll be something, but in every single language, we are saying that person left. Hare, what are you saying? That person left. You see the body there in front of you. The person whom you're talking to, the person is lying in front of you. Who has left them? When the child is saying, my father has left the body, it means the background is the child has never seen the father. Because the child who is seen is lying in front of, right? The person is lying in front of him. But then the child is saying, my father has left. Who has left? Can you imagine that in our today language also, we are very clear that we are not the body, we are spirit, soul. And at the time of death, the soul leaves from the body remains as it is. Now, if most of the time what people do, nowadays we have this organ donation. When the person is healthy, he writes a will saying, after my death, these organs can be donated. Organ is donated after death, correct? So that goes on to say that the organs are working very nicely. After death also, the organs are working very nicely. The heart is in a working condition. The eyes are in working condition. The various other parts are in working condition. The kidney is in working condition. But then why do we say the body is dead? Can you imagine? I'm just trying to trigger your logic and common sense. So the body is lying there, the body is completely healthy in working condition, but we call it as dead because the driver is not there in the car, in the vehicle. When the driver is there, he can start the engine. When the soul is there, soul gives the consciousness to the entire body. And the person and the body gets the identity, the body gets the life. Isn't it? It's so logical. It's so logical. And then when the person dies, so when we're talking about his last rites, what do we call as, like I said, Michael has died. So will we say, when will Michael be cremated? Do we call like, when will Michael be cremated? When will Michael be buried? What do we say? We say, when will the body be cremated? When will the body of Michael be buried? This is what we'll say, right? So it's very clear that Michael and the body were different. Hmm. The spirit soul in the body, it gave the identity to the body, and the name Michael was given to the spirit soul and not to the body. Look at this. This is logical. I'm talking logic. I'm not talking anything from Shastra now. I'm talking logic. Hope this is clear. So Shastras say that we are not the body, we are spirit soul. And in our day-to-day language, by using our common sense, we understand we are not the body, we are spirit soul. Still, there'll be some people who might say, "You bald-headed person, I don't accept your points. You give me some more. You spoke about Shastra, you spoke from logic. Now tell something from science." Now we're going to enter a very important topic for the day, and that is the mystery, the mystery of reincarnation. Some of you might say, "Arey, nahi, sure, this is all religious sentiment." Hmm. But then let's try to understand what is the mystery of this reincarnation. Now we have understood, now there's a soul, there's a subtle body, there's a gross body to it. Okay. And then we have understood that we are spirit soul and we are not the body. We understood why there are multiple voices within because of the subtle body. So after understanding all these concepts, now it will be very easy for you to understand what is this mystery of reincarnation. It's really very interesting. It's very interesting and it's very scientific. And here we go. So stay tuned and please make sure that you're attentive. And later after the class, again, don't ask, can you please repeat reincarnation? It will be difficult. Then I have to reincarnate to give a talk. Let's start. Here we go. Here is a personality whose photo is displayed on the screen. His name is Ian Stevenson. So he's a personality who was a professor of psychiatry in University of Virginia. And this personality, he started doing research in this field of reincarnation. Many papers are there on reincarnation, scientific papers. He almost, he filed some 3,000 reincarnation cases, and it was proved, properly proved. And then he had his own team, and one of his student, if I'm not wrong, Satwant Pasricha, she is, or she was, I am not sure if she's there. She's the head of department of clinical psychology at Nimhans. So these great personalities, what they have done is they have actually gone through the different reincarnation cases, and they have proved that how the person has reincarnated. So Ian Stevenson is not there amongst us now. He passed away in 2007. But before leaving the body, he has done this amazing work to help us understand that how we are not this body but spirit soul. Let me take you to a case study of a personality called Deep Kapadia. A very interesting case. All the ones who want to explore more on this, you all can type reincarnations, Ian Stevenson. You can type Deep Kapadia reincarnation. You'll get a lot of scientific articles, and you can explore more on this because we have very less time, so I cannot give more case studies. But this one case study I'll be discussing now in detail. So everyone, please be attentive and please hear this case study. So this personality, Deep Kapadia, he's back in Mumbai. He's in Borivali, and currently, I guess he's working as a professor in one of the college. And he did his education. He studied in arts field and from a college called Ruparel in Mumbai. So this personality, Deep, when he was born and when he was just 3.5 years old. So at that time, less than that, when he just speaking, he started speaking in a Marwadi language. But he belongs to a Gujarati family, where he started speaking Marwadi language. So in a very young age, where he just started speaking. And then he started telling that you're not my parents. I am a person from Udaipur. I have got a son who is 32 years old. I want to meet him. Take me there. Take me there. And he would pester his parents like anything. And parents would go crazy. मतलब कहाँ से ये देख मतलब कौन सा टीवी सीरियल देख कर ये बोल रहा है? What's wrong with this person? And then they were really, very frustrated. And I was just going through the report of what exactly happened in this person's life. So parents took him to various hospitals, and they tried helping him out, because just imagine, your child saying you're not my parents. The first thing that we'll do is start. But here it was a serious case. He's again and again saying, no, you're not my parents. I don't belong to this place. He speaks in Marwadi language. He's saying, I belong to Udaipur. I'm a security officer in Udaipur Palace. A 3-year-old, less than 3-year-old kid is speaking all this, and parents are really bewildered. Finally, they approach the team of Ian Stevenson. So there was the team back in Mumbai. And when they approached, finally, they started speaking. The team started speaking to this child. Now look at this, how this reincarnation cases are established. So when a child starts speaking weirdly, so the team, they start asking various questions to the child, and they try to explore about the past. And then, without telling the child, they try to take the child to that place, about what he's talking about. So same thing they did with Deep also. So the team, they, without telling Deep, they said, let's go for a picnic, let's go for a camp. And they boarded a train, and the train was destined to go. Ticket that they had taken was for Udaipur, but they didn't tell Deep. They said, we're just going out for picnic. And then they all boarded the train, and just one station before Udaipur, Deep, he said to the entire team, next station is Udaipur, we have to get down. He was looking outside from the window, and he said, next station is Udaipur. And then the team was really shocked now and surprised. The 3.5-year-old kid is leading the adults, the entire team, with his current parents, and all of them are walking on the platform in the Udaipur place, the place in Udaipur. And then, he was leading, and they crossed the flyover. They came to the other side, and there, to Tangawala, I don't know, horse cart person is saying, Ramo, how are you? He's asking. So now that old person is thinking, looking at this child, who are you? You're asking me, how are you? Who are you first? And then that, they got into a vehicle, and then this personality, 3.5 years old kid, he's directing the entire to that particular place which belongs to him. And then finally, after going through various roads and all the turns they took, finally they came to one house, and then he knocked the door. The 3.5-year-old, that kid is really jubilant. I'm back to my place. He knocked the door, and someone opened the door, and this 3.5-year-old kid went and embraced that adult who is 32-year-old, and he says, my son, how are you? Just imagine, you open the door and someone embraces you who is not your kid, and then he's saying that, my son, how are you? You'll be crazy. Hey, what's wrong? Now this 32-year-old person who was there, he started thinking, my father has got a lot of property, and here I see there's a big racket, which has come to take over. And then he started cross-questioning this child. He told, only me and my father knows where where he keeps the rifle. If you're really my father, then you have to tell me where the rifle is. So it's a 2-story building, and this child, very casually, he just started climbing this. He went to the second floor, and he said, remove this photo. And then behind that photo, there was a safe, and when they opened the safe, there was a rifle. And then with other secrets of the house, this personality Deep revealed. And then he took them to the museum, Udaipur Palace Museum. And after taking there, he started telling various secrets which many people were not knowing. He told one of the place that you press this particular thing. They pressed that, and the photo that was there, that slides aside, and there's a door. And when they opened the door, Deep entered with them, and he started explaining, these are the antique pieces which we don't display in the museum. And then there were some kerosene fans. Now 3-year-old kid, it's difficult to switch on the button fan and put the regulator on. But then here we see that he put the kerosene, and he started the kerosene fan. And he told various intricate details and secrets of that particular place. Everyone were amazed, and finally they were forced to believe, yes, This personality is Pannalal Agarwal, who was the security officer in that particular palace, Udaipur Palace. In fact, I was hearing a direct session from this personality, Deep Kapadia. He was speaking. He was telling that actually I was murdered in my past life. People poisoned me. They gave me a milk with poison. So one of the participant, he asked the question, then why didn't you go to the police and complain? He said, I tried my best, but who will actually hear a child? Who will take a child seriously? Hmm. So this is a case study. Now let's analyze the case study. Pannalal Agarwal, the security officer of Udaipur Palace, he left his body. He died in Udaipur. And now Deep Kapadia, he has taken birth in Mumbai. So where is Udaipur? It's in Rajasthan, and where is Mumbai? It's in Maharashtra, and then there's a great difference between the two. Yes. Now, after Pannalal Agarwal died, his body was burnt there. And here, how come this Deep Kapadia, this person, he started speaking about Pannalal Agarwal's life? So the body is burnt. So there's no connection of body, but there is some other connection that is there. And what is that other connection? That other connection is the spirit soul. The spirit soul has transmigrated from that body of Pannalal Agarwal to this body of Deep Kapadia, and we see that that's how the memory was retained now to this body. Now many people ask me this question, but Prabhuji, why don't we remember our past life? How many of us have this question? You can raise your hand. I can see in the this one. You can raise your hands. How many of you? So I see 32, 36, 50, and 75, 90, 100 plus people are saying we want to know why we don't remember our past life. So hear carefully. Yes. Hear this very important thing very, very carefully. It's not that we don't remember our past life. We do remember. Now, small kids, right when they're small kids itself, they have likes and dislikes. Have you observed this? I don't like tomato. I don't like this. I don't like that. I said tomato because I don't like tomato right from childhood. Right from childhood, they would be saying this. And then you look at our own nature. Naturally, we don't like some things, and naturally, we like some things. And there are some phobias which people have. There are some people who are having water phobia. As soon as they see the water body, they don't enter. Now we had taken a camp of all the boys here. We have called something called a ISKCON Youth Forum. So we had gone for a camp, not to a yatra, and there was a water body there. And then we all were enjoying. There was one boy standing outside, and then I called him, come, let's have fun time here in the water, in that river. And he was telling, no, I have phobia of water right from childhood. And then once we had gone to Ahobalam, so when we went to the top of the mountain, now where Narsimha pillar is still there. So when we went there, so that person was like, I'm feeling, some other person. So he started telling, that boy started saying that I'm feeling a bit dizziness. I'm having phobia of heights. Now, can you imagine where are these phobias coming from? Where are these likes and dislikes coming from? Hmm? Why is it that some kids are born talented? Born right from they're talented. Right? There are some Google boys and girls, right? We say Google boy, Google girl, or whatever. How come all these things? But कहाँ से आ रहा है ये? Automatically, yeah, ऐसा. No logic behind this. Logic is there. Bhagavad Gita talks about that logic. Dehi nosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptis dhiras tatra namoyati. So we are carrying all that remembrance from past life now to this life. And that's how we have all these different things. Now, another important thing is, why don't we remember everything like Deepak Kapadia remembered? Answer given in the Shastra is, the people who are completely attached to a lot of things in their life, they remember only those things in the next life. Now, suppose a person is completely attached to each and every activity in life, what happens is that person remembers that in the next life. Complete things. Now, suppose if I ask all of you all, can you tell me about your childhood? Suppose here I see Kaustubh and Shiva Shankar and Adidev and others. So suppose I ask you all, now tell me about your childhood. So maybe you'll close your eyes and you'll say, oh, she was my favorite teacher, and she bet me badly once, and then once we had gone to this place for picnic. But can you tell me about each and every moment what you did in your childhood? The answer will be surely no, isn't it? We remember only those things, which have given strong impressions in our life. Strong impressions, ekdam strong impressions, isn't it? Similarly, whatever strong impressions we have from the past life, those are the things that we remember. Sometimes we go to a place and we feel like, oh, okay, I feel I've come here before. We do feel that, isn't it? So the point that I'm trying to make here is we do remember some aspects of our life from the past to whatever we were attached to. And the people who are too much attached, to various things from the past, they remember their most of the life. And trust me, remembrance of past life is not a benediction, it's a curse. It's like a curse. Why? Because suppose, that Deep Kapadia, he himself was telling in that class that it was very difficult for me to believe that I'm someone else and not Pannalal Agarwal. It was very difficult for him. He was not able to live a normal life. It was very difficult for him. So it's not easy. We might say how nice it would be to know what I was in the past life. Suppose in the past we might have died of a car accident, and we remember that, we would never enter any car. As soon as we see car, we will run away from that place, isn't it? It is the benediction of the material nature that she makes us forget our past life. And science says that when the person is taking birth, during the labor pain, when the child is coming out from narrow passage, and the pain that the child goes through in the womb, because of all that trauma that the child is going through, it forgets there's some secretion in the body. I forgot the name of that secretion. Because of that, the memory is wiped off. Most of the memory is wiped off. This is what is told by science as well. So this is the reason, why, we don't remember our past life completely, but we don't forget our past life completely also. We do remember some parts of it here and there. I hope this answers your question. Actually, I had a video to show, then we're running out of time. What I'll do is on the Thursday, I'll play the video. So anyways, Thursday, many of you come, so I'll play that video and you can see that. Now let's move on to the next one, the last concept for today. Another very, very interesting concept. Near death experience. My God, what is this? Reincarnation to sune the. Punarjanma we had heard. But what is this near death experience? Okay, you're not able to see my screen? Okay. Let me do the slideshow again. I think there's some problem with the slideshow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. So is it visible to everyone now? Is it clear? ठीक. Oh, we have to go through many slides now. Okay. So we're talking about something called as near-death experiences, and what is that all about? So there's a personality, who has described this very nicely. Again, it's a very, very scientific stuff, that is discussed. Now, this personality, Dr. Michael Sabom, so he was a cardiologist and a professor of cardiology at Emory University. So when he was working, he was a practitioner also. He was practicing there as a cardiologist in the same place, in the same hospital. So there came a very critical case. One lady had met with a very critical accident, and then she was taken to that hospital. She belonged to some other place, some other state altogether, and she was traveling to this new place, and she met with an accident, and then she was taken to that hospital where my Dr. Sabom was working. Now this accident was very, very critical, and they had to give a severe anesthesia to her. And when severe anesthesia is given, so that body is considered as, or that person is considered as clinically dead. What do you mean by clinically dead? It means the heartbeat becomes very, very slow. Almost the ECG, EEG, they go flat. The breathing also, it almost becomes nil. Person is still alive, but is considered as clinically dead. So this is done especially during various critical operations. And the operation started, and they tried their best to save her, and she was saved. Operation was successful, and then she was shifted to the ward, general the ward where people are taken care nicely. And then after shifting there, after after 2 hours of the operation, she came back to consciousness. And then Dr. Sabam came to talk with her, and then a lot of talks they had. And she said that 2.5 hours back, I saw an oak tree in front of your hospital. And Dr. Sabam, he was puzzled. He said, how is that possible? Because the operation was going on at that time. No, you were clinically dead. No, this was clinically dead. And what are you talking about? Oak tree. And this lady has never visited that place, by the way. That's what I'm talking about. And then again, Dr. Sabam asked, okay, what all other things you saw? And he asked, where did you see that from? She said, I went to the terrace, and from the terrace I could see that this particular thing, this oak tree is there in front of your hospital. Then Sabam asked various other questions. Science, after all, a doctor, he cannot believe just like that. He asked, what other things did you see on the terrace? She said, I saw on the left side there were a pair of torn Nike shoes. And on the right side, there was a water tank. It's pretty dirty. You should clean that. And if you all had this information about hospitals, normally the terrace is locked because the person gets frustrated, the patient gets frustrated. What if they commit suicide? So normally the terrace is locked. And the doctor, he asked the attendants there that from how long the terrace is locked. They said from last 6 months. Then they said, okay, let's go to the terrace and see. So Dr. Sabam, he went with the attendants, and then they opened, the security guard opened the terrace, and they could see there's an oak tree. That Dr. Sabam never, he noticed there's an oak tree in front of the hospital. And then on the left side, they saw a pair of Nike shoes. Right side, they saw there was a water tank. This particular thing gave rise to a new research, and this is called as near-death experience or out-of-body experience. When the person is in a clinically dead state, actually the person comes out of the body, is able to see what is happening around. And here I have a video from a very nice geographic channel, and this will really help you to understand what I'm talking about. So this is a proven case. Many cases are there. You can actually do a bit more. So this is near-death experience where the soul comes out of the body and the soul is able to see what's going on, right? So in this way, we see you can do more research. Please go ahead, read more articles on near-death experience. Please read more articles on reincarnation if you want to do more research. Now the point that I'm trying to make here is, we discussed about Shastra, from Shastra. We discussed logically. Now we discuss scientifically also. And it's very clear, it's proven that we are not the body, we are spirit soul, right? So we are spirit soul. We are covered by two bodies: subtle body, which is made up of mind, intelligence, false ego, and there is another body, the gross body, which we can see. So after understanding all this, now what is the advantage? What is the benefit? I'm coming to. Okay, so my voice. Okay. So is my voice clear? Is there any problem, Srirambu? Okay, I'll continue. Okay, now it's clear. Okay. So okay, thumbs up are also there. Okay. So now, what is the benefit of understanding that we are not the body, we are spirit soul? We'll actually understand the importance of spirituality when we understand that we are not the body, we are spirit soul. And here I go with the practical tip of the day. The last thing, I'm sorry, today I'm going to extend by 10 minutes. Please bear with me. Please be there because we have to do mantra meditation also. This is the practical tip of the day. So all of us, we heard in the first session that we have got 4 needs. What are those 4 needs? Physical need, psychological need, emotional need, and finally the spiritual need. So physical need, tell me, physical need connects to what? Physical need connects to a very important thing. What is the Okay. Physical need connects to the gross body, isn't it? So physical need means taking care of gross body. And we all are doing that very nicely. We are working, we are feeding food, and then do exercise, food, shelter, clothing, etc., whatever it is. This body is taken care, gross body is taken care. So that physical needs are fulfilled. Second, psychological need and emotional need are connected to what? They're connected to the subtle body now. I hope you understand. Mind, intelligence, false ego. So we are taking care of subtle body's needs also. Now we make sure that we have achievements in our life, we have some loved ones around. So we're taking care of the psychological needs, we're taking care of the emotional needs also. And both of them are connected to the subtle body. So we are taking care of the gross body very nicely. We're taking care of the subtle body very nicely. What about the spirit soul? Spirit soul is starving. Many people have this question, why I'm not satisfied, why I'm not happy, why this, why that, why is it that every time I have got so much of hollowness in my heart? Why? Today we have answered it technically. Gross body's needs are taken care, subtle body's needs are taken care. Arey baba, soul is starving. Who will feed the soul? And spiritual practice, all the spiritual practices that we do are actually feeding the soul to keep the soul energetic, healthy. Soul is always energetic. I'm just saying that the needs of the soul are also fulfilled when we do spiritual practices. And when we take care of all the three very nicely, gross body, subtle body, and spirit soul, at that time we will be satisfied for sure. So it's high time. It's high time to take care of the spirit soul. That is very, very important. After going through all this entire session and hearing the practical tip, I'm putting forward a poll in front of you. And the question is, should spirituality be taken seriously? After hearing all this, my question to all of you all is, should spirituality be taken seriously? I'm launching the poll, 30 seconds in front of you. Please go ahead. Everyone, all the 605 people who are present now at 7:30. Should it be taken seriously? Okay. Everyone can answer. All the 603 people, I want everyone to answer. So around 480 people have answered. What about the rest? Please go ahead, everyone. 95 people have answered till now. Can we have more? 500 people have answered. What about the rest 100 people? Please go ahead, everyone. Last 15 seconds. I hope people are not keeping a screen somewhere else and doing some other activity. Last 5 seconds to go. And yes, okay. 523 people have answered. 525 people have answered the question. And yes, most of you are saying that yes, spirituality should be taken seriously. And there are few who are still confused, maybe, and there are few who are saying no. That's okay, not a problem. So, now one important point today, a very, very serious point which I'm going to make, to all my students who are listening to me today. Why spirituality is so important now in this situation? So we have been hearing to various renowned astrologers, very authentic astrologers, and currently the COVID situation that is there, that's obviously growing. Corona is growing. At the same time, people are recovering also, so not much of problems. But still, many people are dying, and a lot of things are happening outside. But the prediction says that the entire scene which is there is going to remain low for a very long time, and that long time is 2021 towards the end of the year 2021, November, December 2021. There'll be lots of economic crisis, and we are seeing that. So many big firms are collapsing, and a lot of things are happening. So let me not describe that unnecessarily. I don't want to create negativity. But then this is what is the situation. And trust me, by the end of this year, out of the next year, many people are going to collapse. Many people are going to literally crash. Emotionally, psychologically, people are going to crash. Only people who will be able to sustain are the ones who are practicing spirituality on day-to-day basis. Because they know very well, when a person is practicing spirituality, the person is going deep in his life. He's not superficial. The people are superficial only on the gross body platform. They are the ones who will collapse. Very, very badly, they'll collapse. But the people who are taking care of the spiritual need, connecting to the soul very properly, taking care of the needs of the soul very properly, now such people will be able to sustain because they're deep. You see, the concept itself says soul, subtle body, gross body. You're taking the needs of the soul, taking care of the needs of the soul. You're deep in your life. And only those people who are deep, they will be stable. Only those who are deep, they will be strong within and they will be able to sustain any situation. It's my humble request. I don't want any of you, there are 600 plus people attending the session today. No, I don't want any of you to go through any trauma in the traumatic situations that those are going to come in next 1.5 years. So I request all of you, please become more sincere and more serious. This is the time. I've explained logically, I've explained shastrically, I've explained scientifically. Now it's the time to understand, yes, there is an entity called spirit soul, and that is we. We are not this body. We're taking care of this body very nicely. But let's now focus on the soul as well. Let's take care of the body. Let's do our work, take care of the responsibilities of family, and do other things. But also focus now. It's high time. It's high time. We have to take care of the spirit soul also. Let me ask, many people said that yes, spirituality should be taken seriously. Let me ask all of you all another poll, the last poll for today. How many of you have started chanting? How many of you have started chanting? And the last poll for today is here. So the options are yes, I'm chanting every day. Say this, sometimes, not yet started, will start from tomorrow. Yes, please go ahead. And I've already, in the Thursday session, I've answered this question. So many of you have asked this question, when should we chant? How many times should we chant? So the answer that I gave was minimum 108 times if we chant. It's very nice early in the morning. That will keep us very strong within. In fact, all the parents are watching me. It's a humble request to all of you all that please make sure that you practice very nicely. And without your notice, your child will follow you. Without your notice, your child will follow you. And the real education that you're giving. As of now, the online classes, those are happening from the school. I don't know how much those are working. Kids are getting frustrated. But then the real education, if you can give to your kids, that will be really amazing. Okay, anyways, I would like to stop the poll. Around 505 people have answered. So I'm very, very happy to share the result. So 279 people are chanting every day. My repeated obeisances to all of you all. That just by hearing an online class, you have started practicing spirituality, started chanting. Now, please accept my obeisances to all of you all. There are some people who are chanting sometimes. 167 people are chanting sometimes. Thank you. Even that's very nice. And the ones who are not yet started, I request, you all, please make sure you start from tomorrow. Please don't wait. It's high time. It's high time. Please analyze. Today I've shown you all various things, logically, scripturally, and scientifically. Now it's the time for you all to put it into practice. Let's do that now for next 5 minutes. I request all of you all to stay back for 5 more minutes, and let's get immersed in feeding the soul about whom we have discussed for last 1.5 hours. Can I have all your videos on, please? Everyone. And you're on the screen now. Everyone is looking very fresh after 1.5 hours of bombardment. Okay. I request all of you all, now we're going to do a very, very important activity of this session, online Gita course session 3, that is mantra meditation. And this activity that we're going to do is basically feeding the soul activity. And I request all of you all to do this activity every single day. Sit for 5-10 minutes, chant for 108 times. Since the time is short, we'll do it for, say, some 5 minutes and we'll end the session. So, it is said that in different ages, different ways or procedure of perfection was given. Satya Yuga, it was meditation. Kritaya dhyayato Vishnum. Preta Yuga, it was yajna. Dwapar Yuga, it was deity worship. And in Kali Yuga, the only thing that we can do is chanting. And that is the process to attain perfection. And which mantra are we supposed to chant? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Iti Shodashakam Nam Kali Kalmashanashanam Natha Parataropyayah Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. After searching all the Vedas, this one mantra, which acts like a great medicine, is found, which counteracts the evil effects of Kali Yuga. Many people ask, what about Gayatri Mantra? What about Omkara? What about Mrityunjay Mantra? What about this? What about that? All those mantras are also there. Those are also very wonderful mantras. But all of them have got constraints of time, place, circumstance, and person. Those have to be chanted only at specific times, in some specific pure places, pure holy places, and some very important ones are about time, place, circumstance, and the purity of the person also matters. But when it comes to Mahamantra, anyone can chant at any place, at any time. Yes, and purity doesn't matter. In fact, purity is awarded by the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this mantra is universal. Anyone can chant. Anyone can chant. Sometimes people ask, "Oh, after eating non-veg, now can we chant?" No problem. Go ahead, chant. No, some drunkards also ask, "After alcohol, can I chant?" Anyways, you'll chant after drinking. so, so my humble request to all of you: this is a universal mantra. Anyone can chant at any time, any place. So why wait? Any activity that you're doing while taking bath, cooking, cleaning, go ahead and keep chanting. Now, exclusively, we're going to do for next 5 minutes. I'm extremely sorry, since the session was really intense. I had to extend a bit to explain various concepts. Next 5 minutes and we end the session. All of us, please sit in the relaxed position. Please get ready for the most important activity. We are taking care of the gross body, we are taking care of the subtle body. But today's practical tip says, let's feed the soul. And mantra meditation is that activity which feeds the soul. And we're going to do that activity now. I request all of you all, sit in a relaxed position, close your eyes. Please repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. All of us with complete focus, let's chant for 25 times the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Let us start. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. For the last 5 times, please focus on the mantra with complete focus on each and every word. Let's chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One last time in one voice, let's focus and chant loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So let's open our eyes and let's come back to the same place. Thank you very much for your kind attention. For your information, every single day in the morning here at ISKCON Whitefield, we are praying for each and every participant who is attending the Gita course. All your volunteers who are calling you, they are offering special prayers for all of you. In fact, there are some of the volunteers who are chanting extra rounds for all of you all. They're chanting 108 times, praying all of you all. Because it's not easy to continue practicing spirituality in this age of so much of distraction. So lots of prayers are needed, and we are doing that every single day. So chat box is open. I request all of you all to post your realizations. What did you like the most in today's session? Please go ahead and post, and in the next 2 minutes, we close the session for today. What did you all like today? What did you all like in today's session? Oh, reincarnation. Very calming session. Mantra meditation. Soul and about it. Okay. Near death experience. What is permanent life? Deep understanding.